What's good, y'all? Welcome to my theories and speculations for Avengers 4. As I promised, I'm giving you my thoughts, my theories, speculation, in time for Ant-Man the Wasp coming out this Friday. Looking forward to seeing Ant-Man. Then we definitely got a lot of questions he needs to answer, especially where they were. Maybe give us some hints on what's going to go down in Avengers 4, and maybe some stuff about Captain Marvel or something. I mean, we do know things will talk about multiverses, so I don't know. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what Ant-Man the Wasp has in store, especially after Infinity War. So let's be it. So let's first talk about the set photos that have leaked and my overall thoughts and speculations on that. I do believe that Avengers 4 will have to deal with time travel, judging from the little circular devices on Ant-Man, on Tony and Cap's suits, and knowing the one that Ant-Man has is like, is actually installed into the suit. That makes me think, as a post-credit scene, as a post-credit scene for Ant-Man and the Wasp, it'll show, maybe Hank building a new suit for Scott, and maybe also for Hope, of them able to go travel between dimensions and time travel, and lead in, of course, to Avengers 4. If you guys want my think what the title's gonna be, it seems Endgame is going to be the big one, because one of the cinematographers actually leaked that it was Avengers Endgame, and it makes the most sense. It would be a definite spoiler for Avengers Infinity War, because Kevin Feige did say that the reason that he still has yet to announce the name for Avengers 4 is because it was meant to Avengers Infinity War. And if it was announced that, Avengers 4 coming Endgame, I would have known shit's gonna go down in Avengers Infinity War, and maybe the ending wouldn't have been as shocking as it was if we knew that the Avengers 4 was indeed called Endgame. Now, so I do believe Avengers Infinity War, or Avengers 4, I should say. Although it's gonna be weird whenever the title does get announced, because we're so used to calling it Avengers 4, that whatever it does become, I'm probably gonna still call it Avengers 4 just out of habit. Anyway, so Avengers 4. So I do believe it's gonna deal with time travel. Maybe like Tony, Cap, and Scott. They use these devices to go on their hands to travel between go back to maybe with Age of Ultron to save Quicksilver, because rumor has it apparently Quicksilver's been seen on set. Apparently also started like a 3-movie contract he was also signed to, but we know he has, but we only did it through one movie, so that could also work. So I do expect him to so we might go back to Age of Ultron, and Cap, Scott, or Tony will come back and save Quicksilver from that bullet he took for Hawkeye. And from all the other such photos we've also seen leaked out, have also shown that we're going to be going back to New York, judging from the fact that Cap is wearing his Avengers 1 outfit, but he also has a time machine thing on him, so I'm curious if he's just going to wear that, because I don't honestly kind of wish that isn't him, like the current Cap, because I'm not really a big fan of the suit. I'd much rather if he went back with his old Age of Ultron suit, because I think that's actually my personal favorite Cap suit. I just like the way how it does have a little bit of the classic suit, but actually it's now modern it, because the one from Avengers was a little just too blah. It was too blah. There's a reason no way I like that suit. Now, so I do expect that to happen with we're doing time travel. Now let's talk about things that I would like to see in the movie, and things that we probably might see in the movie. First off, I think we may see Shuri don the mantle of the Black Panther. Now, the reason I say is because we don't know she also disappeared when Thanos snapped his fingers. By the way, this video does contain major spoilers if you guys didn't already know, although I'll probably show up on the title. Anyway, so because in the comics, when T'Challa died in the comics, or maybe when he retired, I forget exactly, because I'm not that big into Black Panther comics. Shuri actually did take up the mantle as the Black Panther to take over for T'Challa. So I think that I think she's actually next in line to be the king of, or I guess you could say the queen of Wakanda. I do believe that she might actually take up the mantle of Black Panther, maybe design her own suit, and she ends up becoming Black Panther. Which I'm completely down for, and I would love to see that, because that actually would be pretty awesome to see. Another thing I do expect is that we may see Ant-Man's daughter actually appear and she has her own version of the suit and has her pin particle. Because I remember in the comics, Apparently, this is most of the stuff I'm talking about. The comments is mostly from stuff I've heard, and it's been a while since I've heard a lot of this stuff because I've been putting this video off for way too damn long. So I might give myself my information right. If I do, correct me down in the comment section below. Because apparently in the comics, there was a time, and actually, I believe actually there's rumor had that they're actually be recasting Ant-Man's daughter for her to be a little bit older, maybe like around 16ish or so. For I'm guessing Avengers 4 because in the comics there's a point where she actually had her own suit and the pin particle. So I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing maybe Wasp ends up disappearing. We see her take up the maybe we see a team up between Scott and his daughter, which I would be completely cool to see. That would be pretty awesome to see. I almost think this movie Avengers 4 might also end up being like excuse me, almost Kevin Feige and Marvel testing the waters on like a female-led superhero movie, female-led Avengers movie, because a lot of the main characters that are still led besides the original Avengers team are the females. So like we know Captain Marvel is definitely going to be in Avengers 4, we know that. We know Valkyrie will definitely be in Avengers 4 because she was in Avengers Infinity War, and Kevin Feige has confirmed that the Russos have confirmed that yes, she is still alive and kicking. Wasp may be in the movie, or Ant-Man's daughter. Okoye is definitely going to be in the movie. We know Okoye is going to be there. We may see Shuri. We may see Shuri, hopefully rocking the Black Panther match. I hope to see, and possibly we might see Ant-Man's daughter. I forget what her name is. That's why I refer to her as Ant-Man's daughter. So yeah. As far as anything else, I have to think. We may actually also see Pepper as she rock an Iron Man suit, because actually when I saw my third viewing of Avengers Infinity War, the subtitles were on. And I remember she saying like her final word before her self completely went down was "I'm coming too." So, and we know that in the comics apparently she actually had her own suit, but it was mostly called Rescue, I believe it was called. And it was mainly destined for like rescue ops and crowd control, kind of like the Ultron bots originally purpose was in Age of Ultron, kind of like that. And we did see, and I have to admit, that scene in Iron Man 3 when Pepper just one shot and the true Mandarin, that was badass. I have to say that was badass. So, and like I said, this is all leading towards maybe a Marvel, maybe possibly leading into possibly an Avengers 4, an event to a female-led Avengers movie, because we know Captain Marvel's going to be in there. Valkyrie's going to be in there. Okoye is going to be in there. Shuri is probably going to be in there because we didn't see her die, so she is still alive until we are told otherwise. She's still alive. We got, of course, Pepper is most likely still alive. I wouldn't be surprised Captain Marvel, maybe, I don't know, Cap is down, or the guys are down, and then Captain Marvel says Avengers assemble, and then you got all the female heroes that are left just trying their hand against Thanos. I wouldn't be surprised that it ends up happening, and maybe perhaps Tony sends the whole group use the time machine to go back to when the portal opened Avengers 1 to take down Thanos before he gets the gauntlet, and then finally take him down. And I would love to see that speech Tony Cap made in Avengers, because in the Infinity Gauntlet comic, Cap said when everyone else was dead, I believe. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. He said, "I'm still here. Even if there's still just one of us left, you still haven't won." Which I would love to see that reenacted from Chris Evans as his final hurrah, his his full final war call. And maybe I don't know, he just barely takes out Thanos and maybe he dies, because I expect Cap's gonna die. I mean, we know Chris Evans, this is his final Avengers movie, his Avengers 4, his final Marvel movie, so I expect him to die. Robert Downey Jr. is out. I don't know if he's also out as well, if he's not renewing his contract, because I know he's currently working on Sherlock Holmes 3, which I'm surprised that he's working on anything not Marvel. The last time he didn't work on some Marvel was back in 2014. Anyway, so I do expect Cap to die, because I don't think Cap's the type of character you can just kind of do what Paul Walker did and just have him walk into the sunset. I mean, granted, I can understand him retiring, but at the same time, I feel like Cap is too big of a hero where you have to kill him off. You have to kill him off. I don't know. Me personally, do I expect that to happen? I expect Cap to die, and honestly, I do predict Cap's going to die. I'm definitely expecting somebody's going to die in Avengers 4. Probably someone major. I wouldn't be surprised if Quicksilver ends up dying twice. That'd be hilarious. And of course, I do also expect, all the characters that died in Avengers Infinity War to come back, except maybe Gamora. I feel like Gamora might be like the one character that might not get it because she was actually killed by Thanos, not disappeared into nothingness. But we do know she's inside the Soul Stone, and most likely Peter and the rest of the guys are inside the Soul Stone. So maybe when they defeat Thanos and break the Soul Stone or whatever, everyone comes back. Because we know Doctor Strange 2 has already been confirmed. We know Spider-Man Home. We know that Spider-Man Far From Home has also been confirmed, and it's like currently shooting, like I think right now actually. And we know that, and we know Robert, and we know Ryan Coogler won't shut up about Black Panther 2 and wanting to have Killmonger return or having Donald Glover or Donald Glover. Donald Glover making an appearance in the movie, which I'm hopefully that does happen. Although granted, he's already played Aaron Davis, Miles' uncle, so I don't know what they're gonna do with that. I mean, if they end up just recasting him as someone else when they do decide to tackle Miles in the MCU, cool. But I think you could actually put since he's already Aaron Davis, I think you would have him. Maybe he goes to Wakanda to maybe grab some vibranium for I don't know Scorpion or something, because we know he's actually because we saw him at the end of Avengers and Spider-Man Homecoming, and in the comics he was like getting something for Scorpion or ready for Scorpion in Volume 2 of the Ultimate Comics. Like I finished reading that a while ago, so I wouldn't be surprised if you can work that in there as him just invading Wakanda and grab some vibranium. Granted, how he would get past the security system, that's a different story entirely, but you get the point. So yeah, do I expect the Netflix guys making an appearance in the movie? Honestly, no. Because originally, the Rules actually confirmed this. They were actually originally planning to have Luke Cage actually make an appearance in Avengers Infinity War when they came to New York, but then cutting it because they realized that not everybody, not all of the Marvel fans watched the Netflix series, so the cameo wouldn't be there. But then again, Star Wars put Darth Maul in Solo after he died in the Phantom Menace, and he came back in the Clone Wars. So really, Marvel, what's your excuse? If Kathleen Kennedy told to do it, then Kevin Feige, you should do it too. Just saying. Now, yeah. Now, since with the deal with the X-Men move with with Fox, I don't expect any of the X-Men guys to take a quick cameo appearance, him or the Fantastic Four, because I mean you could only make them do a good cameo. I think they're just better suited for because the movie's already pretty much been shot. I don't know if they're going through reshoots right now or they're they're already. Or not, because I don't expect them to really work to just shove in some X-Men cameos just in there, because I feel like if you're gonna do X-Men, you should do maybe set them up for movies in say 2020 or 2021, because I think that's when the deal finally goes through, and you're not oh shit, we filmed these cars with X-Men characters, but we don't got the rights right now, so fuck, So I don't expect them to do that either. So as far as anything else I got, yeah, like I said, I do expect Cap to die, and for whoever I think might take up, say if Cap does die, who ends up taking the mantle, I think it will end up being Bucky first. Although if it ends up being Falcon, I honestly got no qualms with either of them. But I think it will be Bucky just because of the history they had, and he did become Cap first before Falcon did, and plus. I'm pretty sure. Apparently, that actually the actor that plays Bucky, Stan something, he's actually signed a 9-movie contract deal with Marvel. So I mean, it's either A, he's going to be making an appearance as Captain America in future MCU movies, or B, he's going to stay in the White Wolf in the future Black Panther movies and other I don't know, and other smaller Marvel movies. Yeah. What else do I got? That's about everything. I think I do think the movie will center around time travel, judging from the set photos we do. I expect to see of course Shuri. Maybe she takes over the Black Mantle, the Black Panther, like she did in the comics, which will also be cool. More female heroes in the comic and the MCU. That's always nice to see. And of course, and maybe we might see Marvel actually test the waters and maybe perhaps seeing a female-led Avenger, because I'm completely game for that. Because some of the actresses that I've commented on this and yay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I really got nothing else really much to say. I do expect all the characters to return. Groot, Peter, Gamora, Star-Lord, all the Gamora, fuck, who's Batista play? Drax. I almost forgot his name for a minute. Drax. You know, I know we all know Spidey, Black Panther, and Doctor Strange are coming back because, like, you know, they've already got confirmed for sequels, and they're already working on. You know, we know that Spider-Man Far From Home is already beginning shooting. So even though Kevin Feige and the rules of president like, no, the characters are staying dead. The characters are dead. If you have confirmed sequels and one of them is going to shoot right now, we know you lying. So stop bullshit. Now, granted, they could end up using dimensional portals via this time machines to get Peter, Doctor Strange, and T'Challa back. That's a very strong possibility, but I doubt they're doing that. I doubt they're going to introduce a multiverse. So, but if they end up introducing the multiverse, because we know that Ant-Man and the Wasp will do with the multiverse. So I mean, if it ends up being just multiverse and not the Peter and the Doctor Strange we do from their original movies in Civil War, I got no qualms with it. So hey, we still get to see Black Panther. I'll still get Spidey, and we still get Doctor Strange. So I got no qualms from really anything. But we know the characters are coming back eventually. We know that's happening. They're not going to stay dead because one of them got sealed. And I actually do, when I first heard that Spider-Man was called Spider-Man Homecoming 2 was finally, was announced to be Spider-Far From Home, I was like, I see you, Marvel. Far From Home because he's dead. Clever. Very clever. And yes, I know the movie is taking place in Britain, but, you know, I know Kevin Feige said it has multiple meetings, and you can definitely tell it's multiple meetings. Far From Home is because, you know, he's dead inside the Soul Stone, most likely, along with Bucky. So yeah, that's all really I got for my theories and speculations I have for Avengers 4. Tell me what y'all have, what your theories and speculations down in the comments below. Tell me what you guys think of what you guys are expecting Ant-Man the Wasp to possibly, you know, give us. You know, what might possibly answer. Yeah, all that. Leave all your stuff in the comment section below. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me, subscribe for leave your stuff below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.